Hi, it's me, Rose, and you are watching Team Femininity. On this channel, we talk about femininity, elegance, and leveling up routines sprinkled with a bit of God. And so, if this interests you, please consider subscribing and follow me on other platforms. Links in the description box below. So, let's get right into it. Today's topic is on random etiquette that you might or may not know. So with these etiquette, at times I feel like I'm not really giving you a description of what I say. So I'll be putting pictures in the video so that you know what I'm talking about. But these etiquettes are just random, no specific order and considering no specific thing. It's not dining etiquette, it's just random. But I will be making videos on those stuff, dining etiquette, car etiquette. There are a lot of etiquette stuff. So I will be making videos on that. So please consider subscribing if you don't want to miss out. And turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss a video. And let's just get straight into it. The first etiquette is to avoid touching your hair unnecessarily in public or having a conversation. Twirling or playing with your hair looks immature and unrefined. No classy woman would be playing with her hair. I know that at times we just feel cute or when we're just flirting with a guy. Maybe in mind you're just like you're seducing him or something, but it's really just doesn't look good. No elegant woman will be doing that. It's not classy, it just looks immature. And if you have short hair like I do and you still twirl your hair like I do, like I feel you. Okay, at times when you're studying and when you're thinking, you're just thinking about a topic or something, then you just start twirling your hair. That's something I do and I'm learning to stop. But apparently, it's not etiquette and it's just immature. The next thing is let me just make it clear that do not take it so strictly. If your hair gets in your face, please take it. Like, just remove it from your face. If you want to put it on the side, fine. But I just mean do not play with it. Because some people take a lot of things really strictly that they just for if you know what I mean, there are just some type of people who just take it too strict. But the second one is to avoid exaggerated hand gestures during speech. By the exaggerated hand gestures, I mean moving your hands so frequently when talking. Move it. I will. There's a video like Marilyn Monroe. In this scene, the way she was talking was so gentle and just so feminine. If she doesn't really move her hands all the time. An example of someone who exaggerates their hand movement. I don't mean to be offensive, or I hope I don't offend anyone, but Donald Trump. See, whenever he talks, he just moves his hand in a weird way, exaggerates his movement. Avoid that. Just move it gently and softly. You can take Marilyn Monroe as an example. The next tip is to avoid fidgeting. A classy woman does not fidget with her clothing, her hair, or items in her hands when speaking to someone. It just shows lack of respect. Do not be touching your hands. I know at times it makes you look innocent. I used to do that when I was young. I just thought I looked innocent that way, but it's really not classy. At times you might do it because you're nervous for something or you're just anxious or worried. I feel you, okay? But we just have to learn to stop that. By we, I mean you and I, because I do that too. It's just not classy and it's not elegant. And at times when you're in class and you need stuff, for example, they're in your bag, like your purse, like your pens and your stationery. they're just in your bag and you just move them one by one. I feel you, okay? Get a pencil case or just get a container. Put all those things in it and just leave it on the table when it's time. Do not be just picking them one by one, and make sure that your things are well arranged so that you know where everything is. It takes time to get them right, but as long as you start, you will get somewhere. The next one is to avoid leaning on things and on other people. An elegant lady should rarely lean against a wall or a chair or a counter. A classy woman should never lean against a companion. By a companion, I mean your boyfriend or your lover for an extended period. An extended period of time. Do not really lean on him for a very long time. Like, it's just not elegant and it looks weird. At times, people just feel uncomfortable when you do that. Leaning is acceptable in more casual settings. However, you just have to be cautious of your posture. So, I think that when taking pictures there are exceptions, but you shouldn't be seen just leaning on everything. Be mindful of your posture and the way you just stand. The next one is touching your face. An elegant woman avoids touching her face unnecessarily in a public setting. Avoid fluffing your eyelashes and placing your hand on your cheek or touching your nose and your mouth. Excuse yourself to the restroom if you feel the need to primp, if you feel the need to do something, but avoid just touching yourself. This also has health related it's also health related. Just do not really touch yourself. It sends germs and it just looks weird. You might think you look cute, but girl, I've been there. You do not look cute. Okay, next is do not, sorry for the noise, but do not announce when you're going to the bathroom or to the washroom. Just say, excuse me. I know that there are just some teachers, okay? I don't mean to be disrespectful, but there are just some teachers, and when I say teachers, I mean male teachers. I'm not even talking about female teachers. There are just some teachers, when you ask them permission to go somewhere, and they're just like, where you going? Then here you have no option to say, like, you just have to say that you're going to the bathroom. And when you tell them, they're like, to do what? And that just pisses me. Like, I do not want to live that image of what I'm going to do in your head. It's just uncomfortable to think about it. But just avoid it. I know that these people will definitely pass. No, I don't mean that they will pass away, but I mean their chapter will end in your life. So just deal with that for the meanwhile. But just put in mind that it's not etiquette wise to publicly announce where you're going. Just say excuse me and leave. The next one is when you're bending to pick something up, keep your back straight and bend from your knees. Keep your head up, and it just looks graceful. It's not only graceful, but it also has some health benefits, preventing back injuries and stuff. Do not stand and bend over. It doesn't look classy, and at times you can reveal yourself. Even when you're wearing jeans, okay? I have the image there, so just look at it, but just go down, okay? Do not really bend over. It's just weird. And it has health benefits to bend down your entire body. Next is that if you This one is, you just really need to pay attention to this, but if there is a door, just gaps the knob. Wait. If you are walking and there is a door, just gaps the knob with your hand. What I mean is that if the door opens into a room to the right, use your right hand and vice versa. Use your right hand to open the door and vice versa. Keep your arms straight and open the door as you walk forward. When closing the door, without turning your back, step sideways and reach behind with the opposite hand and grab the inner doorknob and step backwards to close the door. I hope that made sense. What I mean is that when you're opening the door, look straight, open the door with your hand, straight hand. Okay, make sure that's the distance between your hand. Don't go close to the door and open it. Just make sure there's a distance and open the door with your hand, right hand. If it's on the right side, use your right hand. If it's on your left side, use your left hand. But open it with the door, and when you go through the door and you're closing the door, do not turn back. Instead, just stretch your opposite hand. So if you opened it with your right hand, use your left hand to close it. Close the door without turning. Close the door to your back. That's basically it. And the next one is that you should avoid bursting into a room. Hesitate for a moment when you're going into a room, even if it's your own room or your own door. Just don't really just burst in, even if you're the only one there. Hesitate for a moment in the doorway. Compose yourself and glance quickly around the room to quickly to just know the names, the faces, and their environment. Even if you live there or that's just your room. Before you step in the room, you should know where you're going or whom you're speaking to or who you're going to be speaking to. Even if I advise you to just do it, even if there's nobody there, so that you just have that habit. And you might be going to apply for a job or work at an interview or something. Do it gentle, as if you are an innocent person. Do it really gently. Do not just barge in like an innocent good girl. That's what I mean. Use that feminine softness. The next one is on sitting. So when you are getting up after sitting and you're just rising up, have a straight back. Okay, when you get up, just have a straight back. Do not bend. Do not. The pictures are there, but do not bend over. Just get up straight. It will take time to get this right. At times I just get it wrong. Okay, I'm not perfect. I get it wrong, and it might hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it might hurt. So just do it. Just practice. Just practice and be cautious of what you're doing. The next one is when you're walking up or down a staircase, look forward, but walk slowly and gently. Just don't look down. Don't even look at the staircase, no matter the height in between the stairs. It is best to look at the step far away when approaching it. Plus, it takes time. It takes time to get this right. But just look forward at the step, maybe the 2 steps ahead of you in order to walk. Don't really look up in the sky. That's what I mean. That's just a tip to get it right. But the etiquette is just don't look down when you're walking. The next one is when a guest comes by your house, when he or she is leaving, always make sure that you were there. Always see your guests to the door when they leave. Stand before the door and just watch them leave. Even if it was your dad's guest or anyone's guest, just be there. In African home or in a Ghanaian home, when someone visits you, the whole family sees the person, and so automatically it's everyone's guest. So when you're going out, just be there and see that person. You might feel uncomfortable, because I know I do, but just do it. Okay, you're preparing yourself for your journey. This is your journey and it should be beneficial to you. The next one is on sitting in a car. So when you're sitting in a car, sit on the seat first and then you carry your legs into the car. Do not put your feet in the car first and then sit. This is especially for those who wear skirts. If you're wearing a skirt or just a dress, do not put your feet out. And that's the same for getting out. When you're getting out of the car, carry your feet outside the car and then move your body out. Do not carry your whole everything, because there is a large percent, I think about 75% women who at least once in their life has flashed their legs. Like, everybody has seen your content. So I just don't want that to happen to you, because I love you. Okay, the last one is to not forget to say please and thank you. For some reason, people find it odd and weird when I say please or thank you, even if it's a student, like you're just your friend or your age mate. Just say please and thank you. I do say this, and so my friends are like, wow, this 2020 and you say thank you. Like, seriously? that is one of the weirdest compliments I've gotten. But it is what it is. So these are all the tips I have for you, and I hope you learned a lot. Okay, so that's basically it. I will be making videos on specific etiquette, like dining etiquette, car etiquette, and just other etiquette, which wouldn't be as random as this. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, because I want you part of the family, okay? Because I just love you. I just love you without knowing you. Follow me on my platforms, which are basically Instagram and Pinterest. And yeah, listen to my podcast. I have a podcast, by the way, and I do admit I'm not really as consistent on the podcast as I am on YouTube, but I'll get there. Okay, I also have some schoolwork, but because I love you, that's why I'm doing this. So that's all I have for you today. Comment down what you learned, and I hope you stay blessed. Bye.
All you have to do is pray a minute, don't waste no time. The clock